We're going to move on to a new topic, anonymous functions. So an anonymous function in Python is still just another function, but it's created in a different way with specific rules. So I'm going to tell you these rules right now. Number one, it is a function that is written in one line, which means that must only be one line of code in its normal code block. So if you have a function that you've defined previously that has only one single line of code, you can use an anonymous function for it. So anonymous functions are really only for pretty simple functions that just have a single line of code. As the name implies, anonymous, there is no name. So I'll show you how they are declared without a name in a little bit. And they use a different keyword, and that is the lambda keyword. So here is the general syntax for an anonymous function. You begin with the keyword lambda, not def. Then you place the parameters separated by commas right here. There's no parentheses around them. You still have this colon, but then you don't go to the next line. You stay on the same line and you write your single Python expression, or just the whatever is returned from this function. You don't need the return statement. You just have whatever the function does, and that is what gets returned. All right, so let's see how we can convert a normal function into an anonymous function. So we're going to begin by creating a simple normal function that adds two numbers. So let's create this function def add2 parentheses x comma y. Those will be the parameters. Then I'm going to put a colon here, press enter, and I will just immediately have a return statement. And the body of the function really is very simple. We're just adding these two numbers and returning it. Okay, so that is add2. And now I'm going to show you how we can convert this to an anonymous function. So I'm just going to copy and paste this over here. Now, instead of def, I'm going to use lambda. And there is no name, so I'm going to delete it. There is no parentheses. I'm going to delete those. The parameters stay the same. The colon stays the same. And then the return statement needs to go. It is not necessary, or not needed actually. And then you have just the body of the function. In this case, it's very simple, x plus y. But you can have any expression over here that is one line long. All right, so this creates an anonymous function. There is no name. So you might be wondering, well, how do I use this anonymous function if there is no name? And I'm going to show you that later. For now, we'll just press Shift Enter, which executes the cell. And I didn't assign this anonymous function to any variable, so you can't actually use it until we assign it. So it spits back this sort of cryptic thing. This is just saying that it has created it. It has not actually done anything. So I want to show you how we can use it. But before that, let's cover the differences. The major differences are that there's no name and there's no return keyword, right? So I've removed this name and I've removed the return keyword, and I've just changed the how we declare it from def to lambda, and then placed the one line of code in the same line as the declaration. All right, so you can actually assign this to a variable name. So I'm going to say add to anonymous. I'll just call it like this. And so now it does, I have now named it. It's no longer anonymous. I've created it anonymously, but then I went ahead and assigned the result of that to some variable name. So this is now a function. If I press Shift Tab Tab, I'll see the signature x comma y. So I can just add two numbers like 5 and 7 and get a result. So this is not typically how they are used. You don't assign them to a variable name. I just wanted to show you quickly that you can assign it and then use it. I'll show you a specific use case for it upcoming in the next videos.